Hello, welcome back to the channel. I'm Andrea from Andrea Speaks TV, here to bring you more news and commentary you can use. Listen, thank you all so much for continuing to support the channel. I appreciate each and every one of you all. Listen, I wanted to come on really quickly. I'm not going to keep you all long. Thank you so much, whether you're watching now live or watching the replay.
Let's go, Brandon.
Thank you so much for your support. All right, y'all. Listen, I want to bring you some breaking news that President Biden and his administration are extending the student loan payment pause until after June or when legal challenges resolve. Now, you all know that I reported that, excuse me, you all know that I've been reporting and giving you all updates on the student loan forgiveness plan for quite some time now. And as I last reported, and as you know, a Texas federal judge put a stop to the plan. Now, whether it's a permanent stop or a temporary stop, I'm not sure. I do know from my understanding that the administration was going to, the Biden administration was going to go through the appeal process. And so as soon as I find out more about that, I'll bring you all updates. But I did want to come on. This is breaking news just announced today. The Biden administration to extend the payment pause on student loans until after June or when legal challenges resolve. Okay, now this information can be found on CNBC. That is where I am getting my sources from for this particular video. All right, y'all. So let me go ahead and read the information to you. Now, according to CNBC, the Biden administration on Tuesday, which is today, announced that it will extend the payment pause on federal student loans until after June or when it's able to move forward with its debt forgiveness plan. Federal student loan bills, the article says, had been scheduled to resume in January. So I do know that the most recent student loan payment pause that was granted was set to expire after December 31st, meaning that those who are student loan borrowers would have to resume payments in January. Okay, but now we know that the payment pause has been extended through the end of June 2023. Okay, now according to CNBC, the administration's move comes in response to a federal appeals court ruling, which I just talked about last week, that imposed a nationwide injunction on the debt relief plan. Here's a quote by Education Secretary Miguel Cardona, who said in a statement, and I quote, "We're extending the payment pause because it would be deeply unfair." Listen to what he's saying, y'all. Let me start over. And I quote, this is a quote by the current Education Secretary, Miguel Cardona, who said in a statement, "We're extending the payment pause because it would be deeply unfair to ask borrowers to pay a debt that they wouldn't have to pay were it not for the baseless lawsuits brought by Republican officials." This is what he's saying in the statement, "and special interests." Okay, again, this was a quote by the Education Secretary, Miguel Cardona, who said that in a statement. Okay, the pause, the article says, will be extended until 60 days after the Biden administration is allowed to implement its student loan forgiveness plan and litigation is resolved, according to a press release by the U.S. Department of Education. If it can't proceed with its policy and the legal challenges are still unfolding by June 30th, 2023, the student loan payments will restart 60 days after that. Okay, now, according to the article, it says it's the 8th time the Education Department has extended the pandemic era relief policy. Okay, federal student loan payments, the article says, have been on pause since March 2020 when the pandemic first hit the U.S. and crippled the economy. Okay, the article also says that resuming the bills for more than 40 million Americans will be a massive task, and the Biden administration had hoped to ease the transition by forgiving a large share of student debt first. Okay, so how do you all feel about this news that the Biden administration is going to extend the payment pause on student loans until after June or when the legal challenges resolve? Do you think this is good news, bad news? Please let me know your thoughts in the comments, okay? And again, I apologize that I have a sinus issue going on, but I do believe that I will get better. And I did not want that to stand in the way of me bringing you more news and commentary that you can use. So you all please be sure to like this video, share this video, and if you have not already, I would like to invite you to subscribe to the channel and join our community. I do bring updates every week. So each week I, speak on different topics. We cover food shortages, water shortages, and supply chain crisis, all types of, different topics right here on the channel. So please make sure you let me know your thoughts. And I appreciate each and every one of you. Okay. Please say hello. Please say hello in the chat. Let me know that you're there. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. Now, the article also says that yet not long after President Joe Biden announced his sweeping plan to cancel up to $20,000 in student loan debt for millions of Americans, a number of conservative groups in Republican-backed states attacked the policy in courts. Two of these lawsuits have been successful in at least temporarily halting the relief, and the Education Department closes loan cancellation application portal this month. Okay. Again, thank you all so much for your support. Okay. Hi, Linda. I am in Georgia as well. Okay. Thank you so much for subscribing to the channel and joining the community. Welcome, welcome. Everyone, please say welcome to Linda. Okay. Linda is a new subscriber. Thank you so much, Linda, for your support. Okay. All right. Repping the great state of Georgia as well. Okay. All right. So I am on talking about the breaking news that President Biden has extended the payment pause on student loans until after June or when the legal challenges resolve. So I would like to know your thoughts in the comments. Do you feel that it is right, or do you agree? Let me just say this. Do you agree with the decision by the Texas federal judge to put a stop to the current student loan forgiveness plan? Do you agree or disagree? You all let me know your thoughts on that. I have shared in a previous video here on the channel. Maybe I'll go and link it at the end of this video. But excuse me. Need to get something to drink here. But I have shared that surely student loan debt relief would help millions and millions of people. But you do have to, after doing more research and looking at different opinions, I do see why there will be some concern about, hey, can the current president just up and say, hey, I'm going to cancel so many millions of dollars of student loan debt? If something like that were to be put into place, shouldn't there be a process? Should it have to go through Congress? Shouldn't there be some checks and balances involved? Because if not, that could very well, if something such as student loan forgiveness were allowed to happen, that could leave the door open for I don't know, mortgage debt cancellation, car loan debt cancellation. You have to have some type of checks and balances. So I do understand where there may be some concerns regarding going forth with such a massive plan to relieve so many millions of dollars of debt. And then you also have to think about it. Well, wait a minute. Who's going to pay for this? Where's the money going to come from? Is this money that's going to come from our children and future generations? Are they going to be burdened? Is it shifting debt from one generation to the next? You all let me know your thoughts on that. Right. Okay. Linda shared, I heard it's not legal for the president to do that. We will see exactly. And I think that is the argument of many, many people. And so, we'll see how everything goes. Certainly there are some challenges to what he has, put into place, but I'll definitely keep you all updated and informed on what's going on with that. Okay. All right. Thank you so much for sharing your thoughts, Linda. Okay. All right. So let me keep reading, y'all. The article, I'm almost done. But according to CNBC, a top official at the Education Department recently said student loan default rates could dramatically spike if his loan forgiveness plan is thwarted. Okay, and I quote, it says, due to the ongoing confusion about what they owe. Okay, President Biden tweeted about the extension on Tuesday. He said this via Twitter. He said, "I'm confident that our student loan debt relief plan is legal." Okay, did you all hear that? He's saying, "I'm confident that our student debt relief plan is legal, but it's on hold because listen to this, y'all. But it's on hold because Republican officials want to block it." And then he says, "CY Secretary, Education Secretary Cardona is extending the payment pause to no later than June 30th, 2023, giving the Supreme Court time to hear the case in its current term." Okay. All right. So that's pretty much what the article says. Again, if you have not heard already, President Biden announced today that his administration is extending the payment pause on student loans until after June 30th or when the legal challenges resolved. Okay. As always, I want to say thank you all so much for supporting me here at the channel. Thank you to all of you, my subscribers and supporters. Please make sure that you leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts. This is an interactive channel. And so as I share information, I call this a place where, we all can learn from each other. You can share your thoughts, whether you agree or disagree. And, this is an interactive channel. So I do like to engage with my supporters in discussions. Okay, as always, you all know right here on the channel, I talk about the need to be prepared. So make sure you get your emergency food supply as well as your survival needs at preparewithandrea.com. And also, if you're on Instagram, you can follow me on Instagram at AndreaSpeaksTV. Again, you can follow me on Instagram at AndreaSpeaksTV. And I want to say thank you all so much for supporting the channel. Stay blessed. Take care of yourselves, your family, and also please stay encouraged. We're living in some very unusual times now. There's so many things that are happening, um, not only in our country but across the world. But I do believe that one day things will be much better, and so I do want to encourage you to stay encouraged. All right, y'all. Y'all have a blessed night. Stay tuned here on the channel for all of my new subscribers. I also have a community tab right here on the channel. And so that is a place where in between videos, I'm able to update you all on different topics, to let you know when I'm going live or to share information. So please make sure that you check out the community tab as well as the many, many, many videos that I have right here on the channel. I've been doing this for almost 2 years now. February will be almost 2 years. And so, I feel very blessed to be able to help so many of you all. So thank you so much for your support. I appreciate each and every one of you. This has been another episode of Andrea Speaks TV. Y'all take care, and I'll see you right here on the channel in another video.